Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to share with you a super easy, delicious, and healthy recipe that's going to kick off the new year after all of the indulgent, but you know me, I just like good food. So if it's got to be healthy, it's got to taste good anyway. I'm going to show you how to make chia seed pudding two ways. Perfect if you wanting to have a grab and go breakfast that's a little bit healthier than say a muffin. Well, I do like my muffins. I also really like croissants. But the point is, if you want something that's a little bit healthier just to kick off the new year, I think you'll really enjoy this recipe. What you have to keep in mind is I don't really like chia seed pudding unless I make it, because I feel like by just adding chia seeds in some kind of a liquid and leaving it overnight is just not my thing. So I'm going to share with you how to make a chocolate peanut butter version and a coconut vanilla. So good, my mouth is watering. Absolutely love it. They're so flavorful, and if you're going to eat healthy food, in my opinion anyway, because I think of a diet as sort of like a balance between all of those, healthy, maybe not so healthy treats and not so treats, it's gotta taste good. So let me run you through the list of ingredients. I kind of have everything all over the place. You'll need some chia seeds, unsweetened cocoa powder, peanut butter and maple syrup, your milk of your choice. I always use an unsweetened almond milk because it's what I always have on hand, and then some more maple syrup, vanilla bean paste, coconut extract, and you'll need some toppings, which we'll get to in a little bit. So we're going to make both versions because I like to give you choices, so we might as well. And they start with the same amount of liquid and chia seeds. So let's get going on making the peanut butter one first. I'm using maple syrup as a sweetener and natural peanut butter. You can use almond butter, and you could use like a no-calorie sweetener if you want to, but I think a little bit of the maple syrup is so fantastic. I love it, and I'm going to add it. So that's the sweetener of choice for me, and I'm also going to add the cocoa powder, and I'm going to whisk all of this together until it's combined before I add the chia seeds. And this is just going to taste like peanut butter and chocolate. It's so delicious. Beautiful. All right, now I'm going to add in the chia seeds, and then this one is done. But I will say this. It's much easier to put it into your mason jars or whatever you want to do now at this point, because this is going to harden a lot. It's going to set a lot. So it looks liquidy and crazy at this point, and it really does. But trust me when I tell you that once this sets for a few hours, it will be perfect. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to rinse my whisk, and then we'll move on to the second version. All right, so now we're going to make the vanilla coconut. Now, you can use coconut milk if you want that coconut flavor. I really want a coconut flavor, so I'm going to be using coconut extract, but you don't have to if you just want to use coconut milk instead of almond milk. But as I said, I don't like to buy specific ingredients if I'm only going to use it for one thing and then have it left over and go bad. So I'm just going to use this. I'm going to start with my milk of choice, and then I need a little bit of vanilla bean paste. I'm using vanilla bean paste, and it's not a lot of it because it's really thick. I'm using vanilla bean paste as opposed to vanilla extract because I want a very intense vanilla flavor. And I'm also going to use a very small splash, very small, like an eighth of a teaspoon, because this is very strong, of coconut extract. And as I said, very small, and that is plenty. And then we're going to put in, by the way, I've been eating that in there. That's what, if I sound funny, that's why. And then we're going to add our sweetener. And then we're going to whisk, whisk, whisk until combined, and then we add our chia seed pudding. And then we do the same thing to the other, like we did to the other one. This is going to go into the fridge. A few hours will do, but overnight is great, but it does need a few hours to set, and you will be amazed at what happens when you leave this in the fridge for a few hours. And then we're going to top it with some toppings of your choice, and I'll show you what mine are when we get there, but look at that. Oh, it's so amazing, and I'm telling you, you'll never make another chia seed pudding. The pudding was in the fridge overnight. The only thing that I have done is just given it a little bit of a stir before showing it to you because I wanted to be able to clean my glasses. I'm nice like that, okay? Now, you can make these in advance in mason jars, keep them, they'll be fantastic, and then all you do the next day, if you want to, you can eat them as is, or you can top each one with a little bit of fresh fruit. And I'm having a complete and total love affair with pepitas right now. So for crunch, I'll do that, or some unsweetened coconut would be fantastic. But for the chocolate peanut butter, nothing beats a few pieces of banana. I mean, it's just a perfect marriage if you think about it. And then I also like the pepitas on that one as well, just because, like I said, I'm having a love affair with them at the moment, and I like their crunch just on everything, just about everything pretty much. So either one is amazing. I'm gonna try and dig in but not ruin this, so I can take a nice photo. But I just really want a little bit of that. It's okay, I'll clean that up. Hold on, I need me a seed. And it's perfect because it's creamy, it's sweet, but it's not overly sweet like a dessert. It's filling. The peanut butter and the chocolate are a marriage made in heaven. I'm gonna get into this one too, because obviously, right? Wow, it's really amazing. This one is a much brighter, I'm gonna say a little bit more of a tropical flavor, but either one is really fantastic. But I will say this, if you do have coconut milk on hand, use that rather than the extract, because it gives you a more subtle and also a more realistic coconut flavor rather than just a little bit too strong of a coconut extract flavor, if that makes sense. But if you don't have it, that trick will do. If you want to leave it alone completely, just the maple syrup, all the fruit, delicious, and you'll love it. Make it in advance, put it in glass jars, keep it in the fridge. You've got breakfast all week. LauraInthekitchen.com is the recipe. Hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.